Well, shooters and reloaders out there, Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to you from the hot lead zone. And this video is about powder-coated bullets are game changers. The joy of lubeless. So shooters and reloaders, when we have to lube our rifle cases before resizing, we don't seem to mind that because we don't do that many. So we handle our lubes like this, and it's a given. Well, we get to 223 loading and we start to load a lot of rounds, and then we start to want to spray them and handle the lube faster and this kind of thing. But when we shoot our thousands of rounds of handgun, we don't get any appreciation for having to add lube to these cases. What you're looking at is an old handgun resizing die that's steel. What that means is you've got to lubricate the cases before you can use this die, or the cases, the handgun cases, will get stuck in the die. This die belongs in a museum. Back in the 70s, carbide dies came along, so we didn't have to use these anymore. But this is one of the old steel dies. Now you can tell because you can't see any carbide ring in there. So all of our carbide dies now, you see the carbide rings in there? All of our carbide dies gave us the joy of lubeless when it comes to resizing our pistol cases. And that was a big change in reloading. But we still had to handle the lubes for our cast bullets. So for our cast bullets, as you see here, there's lube in those bullets. And so we had to deal with our lubes, whether it was our own homemade lubes or beeswax or our commercial lubes like the famous Lyman 50/50 Alox and beeswax, or whether it's Lyman Molly or it's other brands of Molly, or whether it's the high-tech ones like the Orange Magic, or whether it's good old Lee Alox that we use in our 45-45-10. These are the lubes that we had to deal with. And when we reloaded, we got the lube on our fingers and it was greasy. And the lube got into our seating dies and fouled them up, so we had to take the dies out and clean them out every once in a while. This kind of thing. We had to tolerate that because we were not lubeless. But today, we can choose to use lube, or we can choose to go lubeless. So today, we can share the joy of lubeless with the reloaders that only load with jacketed bullets. And it's all made possible by powder-coated bullets, game changers. When you load powder-coated bullets, when you're all done, there is not one speck of lube on your hands, not one speck of lube in your dies, and you have the joy of lubeless. We simply don't need to add any lube because we're slick already. Bye for now.